simply by studying the scriptures or using one's intelligence, it is not possible to understand the Supreme Lord Krishna. In this matter, there is a nice pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas in Mayapur, Navadvip, and after that he wanted to come and settle in Vrindavan after taking sannyas. At that time, Advaita Acharya managed to arrange a final meeting between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his mother Shachi Devi, because Shachi Devi was completely heartbroken and she was feeling great separation from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Advaita Acharya thought, before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu leaves for Vrindavan, let his mother meet him once. And at his place, he organized for the meeting between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Shachi Mata. At that time, Shachi Mata requested Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that, anyway, my dear son, you are going away from home. I will never be able to see you again. But at least don't go so far away to Vrindavan. If you go to Jagannath Puri, it is closer by. And devotees also from Bengal, they keep going to Jagannath Puri and keep coming back. I'll keep getting some news about you that will keep me alive. To keep his mother's request, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu agreed, and he decided to make Jagannath Puri his headquarters. And that is how, for the balance 18 out of his next 24 years of sannyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed in Jagannath Puri. After this meeting and this discussion, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu set out for Jagannath Puri with Nityananda Prabhu and a few other associates. Gopinatha Acharya, then Nityananda Prabhu and a couple of other devotees. He took them along with him and he started. And they went by foot. Those days there were no flights, there were no buses, trains and all those things. They went by foot. It used to be a standard path, the road, the way to Jagannath Puri from Bengal. It was very well established even in those days. This is 500 years back. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then and his associates, they walked all the way, and they finally, after a few days, they reached Jagannath Puri. When they reached Jagannath Puri, what had happened is, a little before that, due to some reason, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went ahead, and the rest of the devotees were trailing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reached Jagannath Puri first, and the others were following behind. They were a little behind, maybe a couple of hours behind they were. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as soon as he reached Jagannath Puri, he, out of great intense feeling and separation from Lord Krishna, he rushed into the Jagannath temple. And when he beheld Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra Maya, he looked at them, his whole heart became overwhelmed with ecstasy, and he fainted there itself. He fell unconscious in the temple hall. Immediately there were Jagannath temple, always it is filled with people coming for darshan. There were a lot of people, they were all going around having darshan. They saw, oh, this sannyasi has come and he has suddenly fallen unconscious. They all started looking at him. And naturally, lot of people assembled and they were all seeing what happened, why he's not waking up, what happened to him. At that time, there, the king of Odisha was King Prataparudra. And King Prataparudra's chief priest, his court priest, was Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Very learned scholar, elderly man. He had taught the Vedas to many disciples, and many of his disciples had taken sannyas. And although he was a grihastha, he was highly respected, because many of his disciples were very scholarly sannyasi, Shankaracharya philosophers, and they were all very staunch philosophers. They were well versed in the Vedanta Sutras and Upanishads, and very well versed in the Sharirika Bhashya of Shankaracharya. Very well respected, and he was the chief priest. So naturally, in Jagannath temple, there was a lot of respect for him. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya happened to be in the temple at that time. So he also moved the people. Hey, Mo said, what happened? So then all the people told him, no, this sannyasi, if somehow we have never seen him before, he looks like a new person, and we saw him. He came for darshan and he fainted. Then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he saw that this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's unconscious. He tried sprinkling water and all that, but he was not waking up. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is brilliantly effulgent, very beautiful to look at. Shri Krishna Balaram, extremely beautiful to look at, brilliantly shining, very young. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya could make out this is not some ordinary sannyasi. He immediately ordered his assistants, all of you come, take this sannyasi, take him to my home, I'll treat him there. Let me see what is the problem. They all carried Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's home. And at Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's home, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he inspected whether he is pretending, is he doing a drama, or really is he unconscious. And he tested him by checking his pulse, checking his breathing, and practically he could not feel his breathing. Then he took a cotton swab and kept it under the nose of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he saw that finally it is moving. That means some breathing is there, undetectably breathing is happening. That means it is genuine ecstasy he is exhibiting, like it is mentioned in the scriptures. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya could comprehend this. But now what to do? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not waking up.